Any bride will tell you her big day beats the rest.
This is the best wedding I've ever been to, so...
But who better to judge than her guest?
It didn't live up to my expectations.
That's what she likes to wear, and that's what she likes to wear.
So what if 4 brides agree to attend each other's weddings to decide whose is tops? Could it be the perfect dream day?
It's like a movie.
Or misery from start to finish?
It was kind of juvenile to me.
The brides are judging each wedding on the venue, the food, the dress, and the overall experience. At stake is a spectacular luxury honeymoon. Which of these brides will see her groom step out of the prize winner's limo? Find out after 4 weddings.
Out of all the weddings, I think from start to finish, mine ended up on top.
I want to win this honeymoon very badly. I'm so nervous.
I had the best wedding ever in my eyes.
I deserve to win because my wedding was perfect.
Meet Amber, a middle school principal who wants her big day to be all class.
My wedding is going to be elegant, nothing over the top. I don't want to use the word simple, but just elegant. I love getting dressed up, so our guests will be in black tie.
There it is.
Amber met her fiance Rob 4 years ago in a virtual romance.
We met on the internet. I'm not ashamed to say it.
I'm gonna go backwards. How about that?
I knew I wanted my wedding to be in the fall and right when, the sun sets. And our colors go along with that. But in terms of theme, I would never have a winter wedding.
My wedding is gonna be a winter-themed wedding. I want people to walk into the room and feel like they're outside. And with that, obviously, comes snowflakes. We had them on the invitation, they'll be on the program, even on a tablecloth with the table seating cards.
Brooklyn-born Anastasia is adding some winter chill to an otherwise hot-blooded Greek wedding.
My background is Greek, and we're very traditional, whereas my fiance is Italian and Spanish, but a little bit more Americanized.
Well, like a splash of color, like a rose or like a red, like a colored rose or something.
Remember, neat. That's what I want.
I know.
I definitely want to try to make my wedding stand out.
I'm happy if you're happy.
Okay. So I'm hoping no one has a winter Wonderland theme like me.
My wedding is a winter wonderland.
Jenna is another bride with a warm spot for the colder months.
I do love the cold weather, and I love snow.
I'm not a big fan of the winter. However, I kind of think it's a great idea now. Because it's usually her way or no way.
Your family, where should we put them? This entire wedding process is a new experience for me.
Usually they walk in together, right?
I don't know, I've only been to 3. I've been to 3 weddings in my entire life, so it leaves me kind of with not a lot of wedding experience. I'm a very easygoing bride. Brides that are more crazy strict and have like their days planned from birth, I can't relate to them at all.
Designing my wedding has been about a 2-year-long process. This is Wedding Central.
And with fashion designer and art teacher on her resume, Kristen is a creative powerhouse. She's fabricating the complete winter wonderland wedding.
Basically, everything that I can make myself, I'm making myself. I painted our initials to make it look like carving on a tree. I have a very tunnel view of what I want the wedding to be like. We're having a winter wedding, and it's very much like an enchanted forest. This is my coat over here. I designed it myself. I sewed it with my own 2 hands. Good girl. I am marrying Jason. We met in college.
Crafts are definitely not my thing. That's what we have Kristen for.
But you appreciate all my crafts,
I appreciate,
right?
like you wouldn't believe. That's why I know I'm gonna have the best wedding ever, right?
Thank you. My brain is kind of constantly just thinking of new ideas, so my wedding's one of a kind.
Each of these brides believes she's got the winning wedding, but the competition is close.
I've never seen this either.
Amber is having an elegant black tie affair for $70,000. Anastasia's spending the same sum on a Greek wedding with a snowflake theme. Jenna's going for a frosty look too, but with a cozy, intimate feel. Her budget is $30,000. And then there's Kristen, who's DIY'd every detail of her Winter Wonderland wedding at a cost of $70,000. Our New York brides meet before the first nuptials to size up the competition.
Cheers! Oh, yeah!
I always knew I wanted to have a black tie wedding. So tuxedos, floor-length gowns, and just really fabulous and fun.
I do have a fashion background, and I would not consider having a black tie wedding just because of the fact that people want to wear what they want to wear. I went to school for fashion design, and now I'm an art teacher. So basically, I'm doing my entire wedding myself. Every centerpiece, every decoration, every single thing I am hand making. You are Martha Stewart. Yeah.
I always thought I wanted to have a nice big wedding. So the original number for my wedding was low 400s. We cut it down to 350, which then somewhere became 365.
The amount of people that Anastasia is going to have at her wedding is insane. I'm not even sure if I know 350 people. I love the winter and I love the cold. And my wedding has this great Winter Wonderland theme.
When Jenna started talking about her Winter Wonderland theme, I was like, oh my God, I have the same exact theme. Well, my wedding is going to be very much like, I want it to be like an enchanted kind of winter forest.
She started talking about her winter theme, snow, Winter Wonderland, and I was like, wait a minute, that's like my wedding. Well, I'm gonna be having a big, traditional, also winter-themed wedding.
And then Anastasia said she had the same exact theme. In my head, I was like, oh my God, we're all having the same exact wedding.
We got a DJ who has a snow machine. And during our first dance, it's gonna snow on us.
I'm curious to see how Jenna pulls off the snow coming down. It could be a little cheesy.
I had the snow idea, and then the guy told me it could mess with my hair, so I said, forget it.
I cannot imagine anybody pulling off a wedding better than mine. We have focused on what is most important at a wedding: the food, the dancing, and the drinking.
I think what's gonna separate my wedding is the fact that it is more traditional than the other weddings.
My biggest competition is probably Kristen. We have the same theme with the Winter Wonderland and the winter feeling, so she's definitely my biggest competition.
The thing that I think that might make mine a little bit different is that I'm trying to stay away from the whole snowflake everywhere type of thing. I'm going more for a woodsy type of feeling and less obvious winter, more natural winter.
No matter how different each wedding may feel, they're judged on 4 common criteria.
I love this part.
First, the brides give a score for overall experience and originality, and then rank the weddings on the venue, the food, and the dress. The bride with the most points wins a romantic honeymoon escape to a surprise destination. First up is Jenna, who has only been to 3 weddings in her life and wants her big day to have a cozy winter feel.
Jenna's venue didn't look like a place you would have a wedding, but when I walked into the venue, it was more quaint, it was more romantic.
The branches and the lights, absolutely beautiful.
The decorations were nice, but to be honest, there's nothing unique here that I haven't seen done before.
The only thing I didn't like was that there was tables on the side. You were just thinking about the reception before you had a chance to appreciate the ceremony. They're coming already. The muffs are cute.
I'm not into black bridesmaids dresses. Everybody wears black to a wedding. It doesn't really make your bridesmaids stand out. When Jenna came in, she had a little fur shrug on, and she looked really cozy and wintry.
Into this holy union, Anthony and Jenna now come to be joined.
So now, I was like,
Jenna. waited for?
On top of the traditional vows, they added their own. I thought that was really sweet. I sort of cried a little bit at that point.
Anthony, you are my inspiration. You are my pillar of strength. And most importantly, you are my soul's fire.
And it is my pleasure to present Mr. and Mrs. Anthony Email.
Jenna's dress was really pretty and it fit her beautifully.
I couldn't get past her headpiece. It was kind of sharp, just like sticking out. I would have done it a little bit differently.
Her dress was pretty, it looked good on her, but the style of it, I see at the majority of the weddings I go to. So for me, it's become a typical dress.
All right. Ready to go first? I don't know. Cocktail hour. It was simple. There was plenty of food. This is my favorite part of the wedding right here.
Yes. She served pizza at her cocktail hour, and you just don't do that.
I had no complaints on the cocktail hour. Delicious. Well, I wasn't in love with the ice sculptures.
Oh, then she said she was gonna have a snowflake.
I didn't expect it was gonna be like light inside.
That to me was a little tacky.
In the cocktail hour, I didn't feel the Winter Wonderland that much. It was only one snowflake. So I think the reception is what's probably gonna be that wow factor. So that's what I'm waiting for.
When we walked into the reception, it's pretty and simple, but one would imagine that the entire place was just like sparkling and glowing and just oozed Winter Wonderland, and that's not so much what she has.
17. It seems very generic to me. There were no windows, and, you know, it was just very typical catering hall.
I like the centerpieces. They were a fake white branch, and it had crystals hanging, and there was a votive candle with little blue light. I personally like the feel of candles, so for me, like a regular candle, I would have liked better.
Jenna had told us that there was going to be snow, so I guess I just thought it was gonna come from the ceiling somewhere, but it sort of projectile shot out. It was kind of juvenile to me.
It kind of went along with the theme being underdone. It was not enough snow. I would say that I was underwhelmed by the snow machine. The food tonight was definitely a standard wedding food.
I had filet mignon for dinner. It came hot. It tasted really good. I wouldn't say it was the best I ever had.
All of a sudden, the lights went out. A lot of waitresses came out with sparklers, and the music got really intense, and I didn't know what was gonna happen.
Oh, maybe they're gonna present their Viennese hour. Yeah, that was cinnamon.
All of a sudden, there was a huge taste of cinnamon in the air, and it was very intense.
It smells like Kristen.
I was kind of choking on the cinnamon, and everybody else was kind of choking on the cinnamon.
I'm like, something to drink.
I've never seen a show quite like that before.
You want to go dance? Yes. We definitely got into the party swing. It was a lot of fun dancing with her grandmother, too.
Her grandma. She's like the cutest little banana in the bunch, and I really enjoyed dancing with her. She was so special.
It's going by so fast. But everybody says that, though, I guess. I have 0 wedding experience, and I would never consider wedding planning as a career. Maybe I'll attend a few more, though. I kind of like them now.
The brides have taken notes on Jenna's dress, venue, and food, but for now are only giving their scores for overall experience.
I give Jenna's wedding a 7. I think it was a really fun wedding, but I wasn't wowed. She said Winter Wonderland, and there was only a few small touches.
My overall score for Jenna's wedding is a 7. The music's been great, but the food is a little bit lacking. And because Jenna is a wedding novice, she pretty much did things by the book. It's kind of typical, generic wedding.
I give Jenna a 7. We had a lot of fun, but the Winter Wonderland was underdone. Her bridesmaids had muffs. There were some white branches, but in terms of drenching this place in that theme, she did not do that.
Next is Kristen's enchanted forest wedding, which takes place at a Connecticut banquet hall.
Came through the lake on the way in. It was really pretty.
I definitely have really high expectations for Kristen's wedding with her background in design and arts.
God, this is so pretty. When you walked into the room, it was kind of like a U shape of chairs surrounding the altar area. And then there was this band in the corner that was playing all the music. It was very romantic. Kristen was trying to go for this enchanted forest kind of feeling. Like I was expecting fairies to like come out of the sides of the venue. Yeah.
She's all over it.
Please stand.
I was definitely expecting for her to look wow because she's so couture and always on top of her game. And I think she just looks stunning.
Hi, Kristen.
Take you, Jason.
Take you, Jason.
To be my husband.
Be my husband.
I promise to love you,
I promise to love you,
comfort you,
comfort you,
honor and keep you,
honor and keep you,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
forsaking all others,
forsaking all others,
to be faithful to you for as long as we both shall
to
live.
be faithful to you for as long as we both shall live.
Thank you, sir.
Kristen and Jason, by the power of your love and the pledge you have made, you are now husband and wife in the sight of God and all people.
Kristen's dress was very fitted on the top, and I think the overlay was like a little bit of lace, and there was a big jewel in the center. I just think it was so Kristen.
Kristen made her headpiece. It was beautiful, absolutely gorgeous.
Okay, almost there, almost there.
Like the blue lighting.
And this band's all right here. You think she did that? She probably did do that. Everywhere I turned, there was something that Kristen touched. There was a little knick-knack here, there was a pine cone over here, she had snowflakes on the cocktail tables. I mean, everywhere you went, there was something.
She did an amazing job.
She's crazy. I think Kristen loves glitter. She was that little kid in preschool with the glitter pen that probably walked around and was like putting it on everybody. That was Kristen. Everything was covered in glitter. I'll be having glitter on my body for the next year probably as a result of this wedding. Hey, come over here. Your new nickname is Crazy Pants. You're crazy. That's what I'm trying to see my shoes.
Kristen's shoes were amazing. They were a sparkly navy blue peep toe pump. Brides get creative with what their something blue is, and that's what she chose.
All right, so what do we have here?
It's a Brazilian station.
The food at Cocktail Hour was pretty unique. I'll try one.
One of the past hors d'oeuvres was this garlic ricotta spread in a wafer ice cream cone.
We were not prepared for the amount of garlic that was in there. I didn't think it was gonna be that garlicky. Did you try it?
Good Lord.
The garlic just overpowered me and everybody within 10 feet of me.
Your breath is really kicking. Maybe you should put it down. Their breath was little too much garlic.
This is amazing.
This is really pretty. The wall comes down and it reveals this huge room with all of these beautiful little touches. And then it was lit in blue. There was a spotlight that was splashing this snowflake. The room was enchanting.
It didn't live up to my expectations because after seeing everything in her cocktail hour and in her ceremony, I was waiting for more.
Get everyone on the dance floor and welcome our bride and groom.
Time to go to the dance floor.
You guys come a little closer, it's okay.
The dance floor was like oblong shaped instead of just a square. So it was a little awkward having all these people crowding. It was a little difficult to see what was going on.
It was really difficult to see the wedding party come out, and it was difficult to see Kristen and Jason do their first dance. So it was difficult to know where to be.
But the brides get a front row seat for their main course of filet mignon.
It looks like it has like a peppercorn something. But I'm eating it from the middle. It was like a peppercorn, I guess, type of thing around the outside. And that's a little too spicy for me.
I see the centerpieces. That's really cute.
I expected more from the centerpieces. It was just a clear vase with some sticks sprayed with snow. I felt like it was too simple in comparison to everything else.
Kristen's DJ jumped back and forth between, 80s pop and early 2000 R&B and hip hop. So not really too much consistency. I don't really like that too much. I saw Kristen in her jacket on the dance floor, and I didn't like it so much. While I loved the hood, I didn't like the extra fabric that she added onto it. But if that's what she likes to wear, then that's what she likes to wear.
I am so happy with the way everything turned out for our wedding. I'm almost sad that it's over. I want someone else to get married so I can do their wedding because it was really fun and I just feel like it made everything so much more special.
So has Kristen's wedding enchanted the brides? Their final judgment on the venue, the dress, and the food is coming up. For now, they can disclose only their scores for overall experience.
I am giving Kristen an 8 out of 10. She really delivered in her ceremony and her cocktail hour, but I think she fell a little flat with the presentation of her reception.
I am giving Kristen an 8 out of 10. Her wedding was the definition of winter. She added her little crafty abilities to everything. It was a very enchanted evening.
I am giving Kristen an 8 out of 10. Her handmade details were absolutely beautiful, but I do wish that she would have paid as much attention to the music and the food as she did to the crafts.
Amber's black tie affair begins with a candlelit ceremony.
This is beautiful. I know. The wedding ceremony and reception is at the Westmount Country Club in New Jersey. It is really beautiful. The scenery is beautiful. And then coming inside, everything is spectacular. I can't believe it. I love all the candles. The flowers and the candles. I know.
Walking into Amber's ceremony was like a complete and total shock for me. The flowers were in these gorgeous, like, tall cylinder vases. There was candles everywhere. It set this total tone of romance.
It was a little dark. I felt like I wish it was just a little bit brighter so I could see what was going on. Amber's dress is gorgeous. I know she just wanted to look really classy and elegant, and I think that the dress reflects that.
We're going to take some vows that are very sacred, very holy. Are you ready to take these vows?
Amber, today I give you my hand, my heart, my love, as long as we both shall live.
I liked the part where they said their own vows. It was very endearing. You know, it made me feel like being part of something special.
My Robert, you are the love of my life. I I know that together we will conquer the world.
Their vows were absolutely breathtaking. Like, I mean, watching her recite her vows and crying was just really powerful.
I promise to honor you always with the deepest of my love and my fullest devotion until my last day on this earth.
The ceremony really wowed me. I have so many weddings that I go to, and it was just perfect, romantic, it was beautiful.
Now, with the authority invested in me as a minister of the gospel, I pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss your bride.
I really liked Amber's dress. The neckline was, she called it a crumb catcher. It just gives a little bit of a different touch to the tube top dress that you see so much now.
I think that the beadwork is just enough bling to bring out the dress without going overboard.
After the ceremony, we walked into a room where there was cocktail hour.
Cheers to Amber! My first impression was intimidation set in.
All you saw was food, 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 food. In any spot that they could stick it, they stuck some food.
There's food here, there's food here.
I really liked the fresh mozzarella and tomato stand. That's something that I haven't really seen. I'm Italian, so I like that.
I'm a little scared of the pig. I like it that he's accessorized with the hat, though. Feels comfortable. You know, I'll try the pig. Oh my God, the pig. Though I got to it right at the end when there was just the head left, which is a little scary.
Jenna's being brave.
I didn't eat the pig because if I could see the face on it, I'm not eating it.
For all three of us, I'll try the pig.
Taking one from the top.
Taking one. I've eaten pig in many countries, and I have to say that one was probably the tastiest I've ever had. Very tender. No. Hi, lady. You look so beautiful. Thank you. Congratulations. It was so amazing in there. Thank you. The room, everything. We just, I had to chill. Congratulations. To your beautiful love.
Should we sit somewhere?
I don't know if that's happening.
In the cocktail hour room, the only thing that I expected was probably a bigger room because she has so many people. Like you were shoulder to shoulder with a few people. There was only a few set tables at the bar. There was like long lines. It was a little tight.
Sorry. Look at our place settings. Same for me. Davis and Dee.
On the place card, there was actually names of married historical couples.
So you didn't have a table number. Your table was by name. And I thought that was beautiful. The only thing is, the three of us walked around the whole entire place and missed our table.
Jenna, we gotta spread out. Oh, here we are. Okay, let's go over this side. I have to say, the room is gorgeous.
She's got a really good fall palette going on. There are like oranges and plums and deep russet colors. The flowers were really beautiful, but they were wedding flowers. You know, I've seen them before. I felt like a little bit more creativity would have done it for me.
Oh my God, so many choices.
The food service is a sit-down multi-course dinner. The service is excellent. There are tons of waiters and waitresses.
I had the Chilean sea bass, and it was probably one of the best meals that I've had in a long time.
With dinner done, it's time to boogie.
The best part about this wedding is definitely Amber's band. I've never actually seen a band where they are interactive with the guests on the dance floor.
And they even have these great little props, and they like shake.
I am having the best time of my entire life. Seriously, I can't even contain myself, so I'm running around like a little kid. Everything is perfect. I could not ask for anything more.
The brides have examined Amber's venue, dress, and food. But for now, they're only giving scores for overall experience.
I give Amber's wedding a 7 out of 10. Of everybody, I have the smallest wedding. So to me, that's more important. You know, intimacy is more like a 10.
I would give Amber's wedding a 9. Every little detail, the flowers and the candles were great, but the cocktail hour room did feel a little small. And then you did a little mouse run for a few minutes trying to find your table.
I have to give Amber a 9 out of 10 for this wedding. I like to see a little more personal style injected into a wedding, but otherwise I have nothing negative to say.
The final wedding is Anastasia's Snowflake event, which begins in Brooklyn, New York.
This is a beautiful place. Look at this chandelier. Oh my God. Thank you. This is so cute. Is this your first Greek wedding? Yes. Mine too. Yes. Never been to a Greek wedding before. I loved the way she looked in the dress. I thought she looked hot in her wedding dress. I did. I did.
For the peace from above and for the salvation of our souls, let us pray to the Lord.
I love that Anastasia chose to really honor her heritage on her wedding day.
Crown them.
I knew there was a lot of ritual and ceremony behind it, but I paid more attention to Anastasia and her husband. They kept exchanging these cute little glances throughout the ceremony, which I thought was very romantic.
I guess I was waiting for vows or some kind of, you know, Anastasia, I take you to be my wife and till death do us part kind of thing, and I didn't see any of that.
You may kiss each other.
It was like all of a sudden they kissed, and I was like, wait, did they get married? I don't know. I don't think I even saw an exchange of rings.
Congrats. Congratulations. Anastasia's dress was striking. It reminded me of old Hollywood, with the jewels in her hair off to the side, her curls coming down, and just the simple veil just reminded me of, you know, Bridget Bardot.
Overall, I don't think the dress was that unique, but it had these really beautiful, detailed straps. They were kind of thin at the bottom, they got thick, they were beaded. They really picked up the whole look of the dress. The straps made it very pretty.
With the knot tied in Brooklyn, the guest brides remind themselves where the celebrations continue.
Long Island. Well, I'm from Long Island, so I'm gonna guess that we're about an hour from the reception.
Umbrella up, baby.
I don't have a lot of experience with the weddings, but I prefer everything to happen in the same place, or at least maybe like have a less of a gap. It was not something I liked.
Pulling up to the reception, I didn't think much of the venue. It's kind of in an odd place, but once we entered inside, it was totally different. So pretty. It was really warm and cozy. It kind of made you just forget that the day was so awful outside.
Christmas Day. I thought Anastasia did an amazing job for winter. I just thought it was gonna be all snowflakes, and she incorporated more like Christmas and holidays.
There is Christmas everywhere.
I know.
Anastasia told us that she would have a lot of food.
Look at all these little stations set up. Calamari is to die for.
From the shrimp to the Asian station to the lava rock barbecue, there was something for everybody.
Do you want chicken teriyaki?
Yes, please.
Sure. Thank you. You're welcome.
Thank you.
That is juicy.
I was definitely looking for more Greek food. I wanted some, like, you know, stuffed grape leaves and feta and olives.
I think this venue is so pretty and it's so different.
I feel like I'm in
like this.
somebody's house.
Or like a restaurant. Yeah, it doesn't feel like a wedding catering hall.
After the cocktail hour, we head into the reception room. She definitely captured that winter feeling inside. She had this blue light that was like making the room feel cold and crisp.
The most striking thing was that anywhere Anastasia could have put a snowflake, she did. And it wasn't overkill, it wasn't too much. It was just perfect because she was so consistent.
I was very impressed with Anastasia's attention to detail for her centerpieces. She actually had branches, but she had snow on her branches, which was like detail I would never have thought to put on there.
It's like right
Oh,
down.
yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, there's smoke coming out. Smoke started coming out of these smoke machines, and lights started going all over the place. It kind of looked like a pyrotechnic show for a minute.
This time, ladies and gentlemen, please focus our attention to our main entrance.
This is crazy. I know.
It's like I'm like in a movie.
Anastasia and Nick's entrance was probably the most dramatic I've seen, but I felt like it didn't go with the place. Like, this place is so elegant and beautiful, and the room is like very classy and traditional, and then all of a sudden these lights and smoke came out, and I kind of just didn't know where I was for a minute. Where do you see smoke like that? I don't know.
Maybe he's getting his an entree.
I didn't even look. I don't know. Anastasia's menu offered a lot of choices. There were 7 entrees to choose from. Thank you.
This thing is huge.
I'm digging in here.
Stuffed shrimp.
Yes.
I thought the food was a little bland. I felt like it could have even been prepared even better than it was.
I'm still thinking about my shrimp from cocktail hour.
Ooh, yeah, let's take pictures. Yes. Amber, Jenna, and myself piled into the photo booth.
Get ready.
I loved the photo booth. We took some serious photos, we took some funny photos.
I think that was funnier.
Yeah.
We put one in the book so that they would remember that we were here. It's a really cute little way to do a signing book.
I'm not crazy about DJs at weddings. There's a little cheese factor there that I feel can come out if you don't plan your playlist right.
I did love the Greek dancing, because to me, that's what made the wedding what I was expecting.
Greek dancing is insane. They put a shot of liquor on the floor, and some guy got down on his knees and picked it up with his mouth, no hands. I've never seen that before.
Today has definitely been the day I hoped it would be. Everyone keeps telling me great things about the place, the food. They're having fun. People are singing, people are dancing. It's a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying it.
Our guest brides have scrutinized Anastasia's dress, venue, and food. But for now, they're only revealing their scores for overall experience.
I am giving Anastasia's wedding an 8 out of 10 for overall experience. It was a pretty typical Long Island wedding. Big cocktail hour, big music DJ. There's nothing unique about it.
I am giving Anastasia's wedding an 8. I really enjoyed the traditional ceremony. Her dress was perfect, but Anastasia had a DJ, and I really do prefer a band.
I gave Anastasia a 6 out of 10. I would have loved to have seen more Greek food, and also the gap, like having to leave a venue and go somewhere else really played a huge part for me. It was just a really long day.
Each of these brides believes her wedding is the clear favorite, but only one of them can win the honeymoon of a lifetime.
My wedding was the best. It was small and intimate, and I mean, it's snow inside. I mean, who does that? I think I'm gonna win the honeymoon because I think I had the greatest party and my dress was the best.
The 4 brides have attended each other's big days and awarded a number out of 10 for overall experience. Now, to prevent one bride low-scoring the others simply to improve her own chances, the brides must rank the weddings first, second, or third in the remaining categories: the venue, the food, and the dress.
I enjoyed Anastasia's dress the most. It was elegant, classic, and she just looked so stunning.
I enjoyed Amber's venue the most. From the second we walked in, with ceremony, the cocktail room, the reception, everything was just so classy.
I liked Jenna's food the least. It was very typical, and nothing was tasting excellent to me.
I liked Kristen's dress the least. I'm not really into that couture look, and there was a lot going on.
The rankings are converted into points out of 30 in each category and added to existing scores. Each bride ends up with a total score out of 120. The brides can finally come together to discover who has won this bridal battle.
Woo! First time we did this, we were all engaged.
That's right. That's right.
Now we're old married ladies.
Here's to the lucky winner.
The couple has a beautiful time.
Yep. I think what makes my wedding stand out from all the others was the fact that it was black tie, it was elegant, and it was classy.
I really want to win this honeymoon. As much as I love winter, I would really love to be in a nice warm place right now.
Winning this honeymoon would mean the world to Jason and I. We worked really hard on this wedding, and we need to relax. Is anyone nervous?
I'm excited, I'm nervous, I'm not sure.
Cheers one more time.
Cheers one more time.
Taking a little bit of the nerves off.
I am so nervous, I feel like I could throw up. I just want Anthony to walk out of that limo.
So which bride takes top honors?
Let's get our coats, ladies.
Let's go find out.
The answer is moments away. The groom from the winning wedding is almost here.
This is it, ladies. I know.
He's presenting the big honeymoon prize to one of these nervous brides.
So nervous. I know. Just want them to get here already. Very true. Here it comes. Oh my God. Oh my God. Hi, honey. Oh, so cute. Thank you.
So it's Anastasia who storms into first place with her snowflake wedding. She sweeps the dress category and is also rated highly for venue and overall experience. Her total is 94 points out of a possible 120. Runner-up is Amber. She wins the food category and gets big numbers for experience too. Her wedding's a close second with 92 points. In third place is Kristen. She gets honorable mentions for her venue and the guest experience and finishes with 83 points. And fourth comes Jenna, with solid scores for experience. Jenna's final tally is a perky 51 points.
Should we open this now? Yeah, we want to see where we're going.
All right, I'll hold it.
Let me see. Oh, congratulations. You have won a dream honeymoon to paradise, escaping to the tropical beauty and pristine beaches of the U.S. Virgin Islands. Yay! Congratulations! Oh, I didn't know if it was going to be you. I'm so nervous.
I'm feeling disappointed. I really thought I would win, but I'm also so happy for Anastasia. She really had a beautiful wedding.
You excited?
Yes, very.
I'm a little surprised that I didn't win, but I feel my wedding was by far the best, and everybody who was there would agree.
So happy I met you guys. I had so much fun at your wedding.
I was just completely crushed. Definitely I wanted to win. I wanted a free trip, but I've learned a lot about weddings. I feel like a professional now.
You guys want to come? You're coming too, okay?
I think I won the honeymoon because I really nailed my theme. And the music was amazing, the food was great. It was such a warm and cozy place, and I think everyone felt that and just really enjoyed themselves. And I really love my dress, and I guess everybody else did too.
Congratulations, Mr. and Mrs. Brianza.
Thank you.
I'm very excited to be going on this honeymoon because she did a great job putting this wedding together. And when she's happy, I'm happy.